everyone. I would say for the last year or year and a half, there has been a real increase in those of us looking at vintage bags. And apparently there are two different, well, there's a difference between a vintage and a second-hand bag. A vintage bag is something that is 20 years or older, and a pre-loved bag, I guess, is something that's from today all the way back until 19 years, I suppose. I'm going to share with you some of my thoughts and tips on money saving ways that you can buy these items and actually save a bit of money. And for some of these, they're good to go pre-loved. And pre-loved doesn't have to mean used and abused, but also sometimes you can actually save more money just buying them new. I'm going to do another one of those luxury giveaways at the end of this video, so watch until the end to find out how to enter that. I draw someone at random, I give you a budget, and then you take as long as you want to go and decide what it is you want. It can be from Chanel, it can be from Dior, it can be from Hermes. I've had those of you use the budget in really creative ways to buy lots of items. Let's kick off with the bags that, guys, if you want any of these bags, please think about actually getting them new, because when I've done the sort of research on them, if you buy them pre-loved, you're actually going to be paying more than if you just go and buy something fresh, and at least you know it's genuine and you're the first user of it and you can go and have that experience going to buy it. The first brand is Saint Laurent. Now, a couple of months ago, I think it was at the beginning of May, I don't know how many of you noticed this, but Saint Laurent and Prada actually both legally pulled out of the ability of third-party websites and third-party stores to include those two brands in one-off 10, 20, 30% promo codes. So you know, like Louisa Via Roma, Farfetch, even Harrods, they have these 10% off days. That brand typically was always included, and the same thing with Farfetch and Louisa Via Roma. They pulled out of that, and actually what it's done to the pre-loved market when I've looked at these bags is, because they're quite current as well, because with the bags that are heavily on Vestiaire Collective, which is where I'm basing this on, because they are so new in terms of the styles, actually you'd be paying more money if you bought them on there than if you just bought it new. Other brands that are really good actually include Givenchy, Balenciaga, Chloe, Burberry. Those brands currently right now you can still get discounts on in those random coupon codes. With Givenchy, I'm suggesting that you buy new, not because actually there aren't some okay, very cheap Givenchy bags that I found on Vestiaire Collective, but actually because just from the items that I really quickly browsed when I was earlier thinking about this video, a lot of the cheaper sort of circa, say, £800 Antigonas, they're not all in the best condition, so that's why I thought I'd just suggest it as a bag brand that's still worth buying new. So now the way that I get the random coupon codes, if you're thinking, yeah great, how can I do this? They're random, okay, so then it's not going to be the case all the time. You have to play the long game. I've spoken to you about the tool that I'm about to discuss now, which I have used since 2018. You know ShopTagger? It was once called ShopTagger, it's now called Karma. For any of you who wonder actually, the reason why they're called Karma and why they changed from ShopTagger, because I was curious, they feel that Karma better reflects what it is that they're doing. So it's kind of like you're getting something back when you're shopping, you're getting cash back and you're getting potential savings. It's basically a Chrome extension that you download and have on your laptop or computer, and whenever you shop around the internet, it lets you basically bookmark things, so you can save things. Once you've created an account, which I'll tell you about in 1 second, you can save things down into your own, it's kind of like a home page that no one else can see. The Karma blue icon that does everything for you when it comes to online shopping, that by the way is a plugin that only works on Chrome on a computer, and Karma gives you real-time notifications on stock alerts, but also if the item's gone on sale or if there is a coupon code available for that retailer. And it does it via email and push notifications on your phone. But this is where I've saved the most money. Karma auto searches the internet for you and looks for codes that work. So there's none of this annoying copy and paste business. And it got me a discount on that, and I was like, okay, that's quite cool. You can also order things in lists and stuff like that, and or keep things tidy in your homepage. It allows you to get cash back on your purchases. So here is the hack. Go on to Farfetch. Go on to Louisa V. Aroma. Go on to, there's another one where they're quite heavy with discounts. Is it 24S? Possibly. Go on to those websites, and here's what I do. I add loads of stuff to my shopping cart. I don't necessarily want everything in the shopping cart. What I'm doing is I'm looking to see every so often, I leave everything in the shopping cart, okay? And every so often I will go to checkout. So the Karma coupon scanning thing only works when you're in the checkout. I let it do that, and then if there's no codes that it's found, I just leave it, shut down the page, go back to it weeks later. Whereas if it has come up with coupon codes, that's when I can decide, right, am I going to go ahead and buy this, or do I hold out for a coupon code that's even higher? But using that tool just makes it a hell of a lot easier. They are sponsoring this video, which I'm quite pleased about, because whenever I get someone sponsor a video and I actually use them, that's the ideal scenario. But I'm going to put a link below where you can download it. Oh yeah, if you want to know how to install it really quickly, click on that link below. It will take you to a registration page, put in some minor details. Once you input that information, you'll be automatically redirected to an area in your browser that lets you install the Karma blue button. And that's all you need. Once the blue button is installed, or it might be purple now, that's all you need. You can click it to save items down. You can even move it up and down now, because it used to be quite annoying. It used to get in the way, but that is how you sign up. Lady deal. I get so many of you that want to buy this bag in various sizes, and you're saying, I really want that bag, but it's the price that it is. Some of these bags, if you want to make a saving, unless there is a specific colour that you want, if you want the classic, let's say, like black or beige with gold or with silver, check out Pre-Loved. I'm going to give you some examples here. So the classic medium size is currently 3,700. The prices generally tend to jump around a bit. And I think that's because people are charged, the sellers get charged 30% on Vestair Collective. So actually quite a lot is being taken from them. And I think that's why the prices jump around quite a lot. But if you have a look at this, this is the Ultra Matte. The Ultra Matte is actually more expensive than the regular classic size in the medium. And this is £3,495. It looks to be in really good condition. I actually think that's a really good buy for that money, because you are still saving a couple of £100. There is a difference as well as to whether you're happy to own something that's vintage. Vintage are always going to be cheaper because they're older and they've had more wear. Newer bags and current bags are always going to be nearer the price they are in stores. And let me show you this. You're going to be mind blown. You know the green mini square? I bought that a couple of weeks ago. That bag is currently £3,070. Look at this. Someone is flipping that bag. They originally wanted £4,208. They've now dropped it down to £3,875. That markup is because it's a classic shape, and I guess that's a colour that possibly is quite hard to find. Nothing wrong with that, but you see what I mean here with the small bags? You're better off buying them new. Two others that I can't believe. One is, you know how I've got, let me show you, a couple of weeks ago, no, was it more than that? A couple of months ago. I bought this in the Spring Summer 21 collection. This bag was £3,350. Look at this. This is being sold for £6,854. This is another bag. I think I bought this in 2018. No, 2018, 2019. This is a medium size, classic flap in the matte pink chevron. This, how much did I pay for that? I don't know. It was a while ago. Check this out. Someone's got the same bag and they want £6,000 for it. So these smaller bags in more unique colours do tend to go more than bags that are in some of the classic colours in certain sizes. I would say back in 2010, I remember a time, have I told you this? I do remember a time where the style was to have a bag and it was like as big as you could get it. And I remember the Chanel Jumbo being really popular back then. Then as time went on, I bought the Jumbo, I think it was 2015 or something. I bought the Jumbo and loved it, but it's quite a big bag. And then the smaller bags that weren't as popular at the time, when the larger bags were the style, they became more and more popular and they became harder to get hold of. And do you know something? Therefore, if you go and look at the Jumbos on Pre-Loved, you want to see the saving you can make on these. The Jumbo currently, if you buy it new, it's just a bit over 6,000. You can pick them up in really good condition for around about 4,000 to 5,000. That's a pretty big saving. Do you want to see the vintage bag that I couldn't believe I got? I've been looking for this bag for over a year. It is the square classic flap with the 24 karat gold hardware. This bag is a 1989 bag. Do you know, I've been more excited about this than I think any bag that I've known. And I had the same thing with the Fendi Spy bag when I bought that Pre-Loved, because the Fendi Spy was a bag that I really wanted when I was a teenager, and I managed to get it in the size that I wanted, like the smaller size with the Zucca print. And this bag was I've been looking to try and get one of these since I think the end of 2018, and every so often when I can be bothered, I go and have a look around Vestiaire Collective, and the prices of them, they're upwards of 2,800 now. Most of them are sort of 4,000. Got this for 2,000, and it's legit. I did so much research before I bought this. It doesn't come with the original dust bag, which, given that this bag is like, what, 32 years old, I wouldn't expect it to. The leather, let me show you the leather really close up. The leather on this is really tactile. It feels like the bag has got it's held its structure. It's still got stiffness in it. It's held its structure. The leather feels really good. I like that it's been used, and I don't have to worry about wearing it and scuffing it because someone's already done that. And the history behind it, I love. A bit like with the Fendi bag, I love having something that someone else has loved and used before me, and it's got a history, and it's that old, and it still looks great. And this is what true luxury is, isn't it? When you buy something and 32 years on, it still looks good. You can still dig it out. And guess what? 32 years on, these are selling for £3,000–4,000 plus. When it turned up, it did smell slightly. It doesn't oh, I've got the best thing for you guys. This smelt like old perfume, strong perfume, like Chanel No. 5, but 32 years old Chanel No. 5, proper baked into the leather. It was so bad that when I opened it, I had it in my office and it stank the office out. It was that bad. I have found the best hack. And even if you don't have a vintage bag, it does not matter, because you can use this to store your bags, to keep their shape and to draw moisture out of them. It's these. I got a packet of 4, I think. This contains charcoal and bamboo. It's reasonably heavy. It's got like an eye hole on it there, so you could put it in your wardrobe. And what this does, it draws moisture, but it draws smells. And I thought, I'm gonna give this a go. Look, see, removes odor and purifies air. The reviews for this were actually pretty good. And I thought, well, I'm just gonna give it a try anyway. This doesn't smell either. I can't tell you, this bag smells completely neutral. See, on the outside, I can still smell it a bit, but on the inside where it was worse, it's completely gone. Do you know that it smells like nothing in there now? It smells like nothing. And it's really helped it to keep its shape. I really recommend those for any of you who, even for any of you who have got a collection, not even of designer bags, of like artisan leather bags, if you want to keep them safe and dry, moisture free. I didn't want to spray this with any chemicals that alleged to get smells out. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use something dry, that wasn't going to damage the bag, and that's a brilliant thing. I got those on Amazon. You can go and have a look for them, or I will link to them below, but that's where I got them from. Finally, so you don't get stitched up with a fake, here is what I did. When I was buying this, I did so much research, and I'm going to link, it is specifically to Chanel, but I'm going to link to a couple of websites below that I used that were invaluable, and they gave me information on not just the date code number that's in this, but actually what the sticker should look like, because the sticker as well changes periodically. Even details, like really up close details, like there's 3 little indentations here, all of that kind of thing. If you are going to buy a pre-loved bag, do your research and don't rush into buying it. If something's really cheap, it's really cheap for a reason. I do like Vestiaire for the fact that they do check things. I actually, talking about buying a bag as a project, I bought a really skanky old Chanel camera bag 2 weeks ago, and honestly it looked really bad. It had died basically, but I thought I'm gonna see what I can do with it, and I bought it and I was quite excited to see what I could do. And you know, 2 days later I got an email from Vestiaire saying, we're not going to send it to you because it is genuine, but the person selling it, they've not been honest about the condition that they've claimed this bag is. And Vestiaire said, for a start, it's been dyed, and secondly, they've claimed that the serial number date code is still stuck on, and they've said it is with the bag but it's come off. And for that reason, they were like, yeah, it's real, but we're not going to send it to you because it's been missold. I think that's really good, that they send stuff back to the seller, even if it's genuine, but it's not been described properly. Purse Forum is also a really great place to go, because there's a section on there where you can upload pictures of your bag, or even pictures of a bag that you're thinking of buying, and there's so many people on there that know exactly what they are talking about, and they'll give you advice. They'll tell you if they think it's real or not. How can you enter the giveaway, and how does it work? Every so often I love to do these. Now what I'm going to do is I set a budget, I draw a winner at random, and then whoever the winner is, I give you a budget. I'll contact you on DM, give you a budget, and then you go away and you think about what it is that you want. And there's no time limit on there. You can take as long as you want. Go and find that picture. To enter, all you have to do is sign up for Karma, and I'm going to link to it below, and it's a free thing, and the thing is, it's not junk. It actually works if you're into shopping. Also, leave a comment under this picture. It doesn't matter what you write. You can say hello, you can say you're an idiot, you can say whatever you want, and you don't even have to follow me, okay? Don't feel that you have to follow me to be in a chance to win, and that's all you have to do. And then I'm going to put the closing date below, and I'll draw the winner at random. I will announce it on Instagram, contact you on DM, and the rest is up to you. Thank you for watching. If you're going to go off now and think about buying your bag, enjoy, have a fun time, and remember, buying an old wreck of a bag isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it can end up being quite a fun project. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.